In 2024, researchers uncovered a sprawling Maya metropolis hidden beneath the Mexican jungle, a city featuring temple pyramids, amphitheaters, and up to 50,000 residents. This newly mapped urban area in the state of Campeche covers roughly the same amount of land as the city of Edinburgh. But this discovery didn't require an expensive, multi-week trek into an uncharted mythical wilderness. In this survey data, the ancient building footprints sit right next to the region's only modern highway. People had been farming among these ruins for years without anyone in the scientific community knowing they existed. It's a striking example of the central paradox in modern archaeology. Some of history's most significant hubs are hidden in plain sight, proving that losing a megacity doesn't require geographic isolation. The first mechanism of this erasure is biological obscuration, driven by the rapid growth of tropical environments. When a city is abandoned, pioneer plant species rapidly colonize the stone masonry, aggressively blanketing every wall and platform with roots and vegetation. As organic matter accumulates over centuries, it creates a thick soil layer that camouflages 1,500-year-old pyramids as natural forested hills. This environmental cloaking happens globally through different means. At Akrotiri, we can see how entire buildings were buried under thick layers of volcanic ash, while other cities have been swallowed by deep alluvial river silt. When the environment reclaims the topography, human vision at ground level simply isn't enough to spot the ancient urbanism underneath. But the environment is only half the problem. Deeply ingrained scientific assumptions play an equal role in keeping these ruins hidden. For over a century, mapping Maya sites relied on grueling manual labor. Teams had to hack narrow survey lanes through the undergrowth with machetes just to see a few meters ahead. Because this work was so expensive and slow, researchers focused their funding on site bias, investigating only the areas where monumental ruins were already known to exist. This created a massive blind spot. Archaeologists assumed the spatial gaps between these dots were empty, rural wilderness, simply because they had never been systematically surveyed. This institutional tunnel vision ensured that massive settlements, even those coexisting alongside modern farms, remained completely unrecorded. Piercing both the physical canopy and the scientific bias required a technological shift: the use of LiDAR. LiDAR fires millions of laser pulses toward the ground. Most bounce off the canopy, but a fraction slip through to strike the structures below. Software then filters out the vegetation, a process called digital deforestation, revealing a detailed 3D map of the ground. In the case of Valeriana, PhD student Luke Altanis made the discovery while scrolling to page 16 of a Google search. He found an old environmental LiDAR survey commissioned by a Mexican organization to monitor forest carbon. Because the data wasn't collected for archaeology, it didn't have any traditional site bias. It mapped the entire landscape indiscriminately. When Thomas reprocessed this forgotten dataset with archaeological filters, the city of Valeriana appeared instantly. It proves that the tools to uncover the past are often already in our hands, hidden in the data we've already collected. For decades, it was assumed that tropical rainforests were hostile environments where large civilizations couldn't thrive. The discovery of Valeriana suggests that the opposite is true. The Maya didn't just survive the jungle, they engineered it, building urban landscapes that were as dense and connected as cities anywhere else in the pre-Columbian world. The survey reveals more than 6,500 individual structures. We can see enclosed plazas, temple pyramids, and even reservoirs formed by damming seasonal watercourses, all packed into a single urban district. We are seeing this pattern repeat globally, from the Amazon basin to high-altitude routes in Central Asia, as remote sensing reveals engineered landscapes where we once saw only empty wilderness. As these surveys reveal more urban centers sitting right next to our modern infrastructure, researchers are realizing that the empty space on the map is rapidly disappearing. If a metropolis can stay hidden next to a highway for centuries, it suggests the ancient world was far more crowded than we ever suspected.